So you don't want your horse to stop and pivot or back up like this. Like, that's not what I want for the turn on the forehand. I don't want him to pivot on the inside front leg. Hello, today we are learning about the turn on the forehand, and I wanted to break it down for you, show you exactly what is a turn on the forehand, help you understand the aids for a turn on the forehand. And the reason that we do turn on our forehand with our horses is twofold. Number one is it really works on getting your horse supple. And then number two is it's one of the best exercises to get your horse connected from your inside leg and to the outside rein. Inside leg to outside rein connection is so important. There's a cartoon that says inside leg to outside rein is the secret to riding. And it really is, because when your horse is connected inside leg to outside rein, you have control of your horse mentally. You can help them to stay focused on the inside of the arena, not looking around. And then physically, inside leg to outside rein connection really works to engage your horse's hind end and to engage your horse's top line. So if you're struggling with getting this connection with your horse, I also have a workshop. I'll link below where you can learn more about the workshop, where I break it down and I show you how to teach inside leg to outside rein from the ground first. And it's really important that you help your horse understand this. If you're struggling with the turn on the forehand, go back to something more basic, because this is one of those exercises where your horse can get frustrated and they can get confused. So just a little word of warning there. So if you're in a lesson and your trainer tells you to do a turn on the forehand, the best way to introduce the turn on the forehand is on a square. So what you'll do is you'll ride up the quarter line, and then you're going to start by doing 90-degree turns on the forehand. For the turn on the forehand, what we want is we want a forward feel. So we want our horse to stay stepping forward, but we want the inside hind leg to cross over the outside hind leg so that the hind legs swing out and around the forehand. That's why it's called a turn on the forehand, because you can see how the haunches are swinging out and the forehand is staying more or less in the same place. So let me show you a few more. So the aids I'm giving are inside leg and outside rein. Inside leg pushes the haunches out. Outside rein controls the outside shoulder. I'm connecting my horse from my inside leg into the outside rein. Oh, and that was totally, he's like all crooked now. That's why I like the square to introduce the turn on the forehand, is because it really helps to get your horse between their legs and on the aids. So again, it's half halt right rein, press left leg. Half halt right rein, press left leg. And notice how the haunches are swinging out, but the front end is also moving. So you don't want your horse to stop and pivot or back up like this. Like, that's not what I want for the turn on the forehand. I don't want him to pivot on the inside front leg. Some people do it that way, but for the purposes of suppling your horse and getting your horse connected from inside leg to outside rein, I do like the front legs to also step over and across, only the front legs will be stepping in a smaller circle arc than the hind legs. And again, it's really important to understand the picture of the turn on the forehand, that for the turn on the forehand, the haunches are swinging around the front end. So again, it's half halt left, push, 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 walk forward out. Now I've changed direction. So now I'm using my right leg to push my horse into the left rein and walk forward. Boy. So it's half halt on the left rein, push with the right leg, and walk forward. I would say that he could stay a little more in place with the front legs. So let me see if I can, like, if I'm picky about it, you can see how he's a little bit fussy in the contact and he's not really wanting to stay in place with his front end. He's a little bit cheating there. That was better. So I might have to think about riding a bigger half halt if your horse is wanting to rush too much through the aids. Good boy. Good boy. So that is the turn on the forehand. The aids for the turn on the forehand are inside leg and outside rein. It's the best exercise to really work on inside leg to outside rein connection. If you're struggling with this exercise or you're struggling to get your horse connected, check out the workshop in the description box where I show you how to break this down a little bit more for your horse and teach it from the ground. And that's really important because my horse Geronimo, I was trying to teach him turn on the forehand under saddle and he was really confused and he started rearing. It was terrible. So you don't want to go down the wrong path with teaching your horse this exercise. You always want to break it down into a way that your horse can understand. So give me a thumbs up. I hope you like this video and good luck with your turn on the forehand.